getting nosy about me talking about Fing Fong is a freaking trick, practical joke on the side of the bus because it is freaking identical. Bill Funovit's daughter freaking was Bill Funovitz because he made up a fake alias for himself, Bill Funovitz. Married a Chinese waitress from a Chinese restaurant in Chinatown. You don't have to be nosy about this. Freaking these things in my life, freaking none of your business. They work for my dad and he made up a fake alias for himself, Bill Funovitz. Then his daughter's freaking half Chinese. That's her on the side of the bus saying freaking call Fing Fong if you need help. And the whole thing I know, and I can tell every single time, is a practical joke. Freaking trying to freaking trick me to call up and say, and ask if it's a Fing Fong Funovitz for the fun of it. And I can tell there's a practical joke trick on me, trying to freaking entrap me. Trying to say I'm trying to pick up a hooker, calling the number. They expect me to call up and say, now I know you're Fing Fong Funovitz for the fun of it. Are you Fing Fong Funovitz for the fun of it? I saw the billboard on the side of the bus. You're going to say I called up a prostitute. Now you quit freaking talking over there, freaking disturbing me in my sleep. I'm trying to sleep right now. If you stop asking the nosy questions, you're so interested about something in my life, okay? Being obsessed with my life, all right? You need to stop it. I know it's you under the bridge, and I know it. You're left over from the Occupy movement. You're in the Ampol cult. And you need to get out of this area. You need to do that. You better get out of this area and stop harassing me here. You need to stop harassing me here, you understand? Now I'm sending this to the police, okay? And you stop disturbing me and disrupting my sleep from over there, okay? With that going from under the bridge. But that phenomena above the bridge. Okay? And it is from above the bridge, and it is freaking coming from people below the bridge by occultic phenomena, and it is. By ventriloquism, and it is. You need to stop that. I can tell it's you, and you're left over from the Occupy movement for harassing me. I reported to the Department of Homeland Security about that. I'm going to keep on pushing about it. You understand? With all law enforcement, okay? And I know you're obsessed with my life, and you need to stop harassing me around here and get me away. Now, I recorded it this fourth time, and I'm putting it on YouTube. Like you already know, freaking the electronic surveillance and everything getting spread around with you, and you act like it all the time. And you do. Now, I'm trying to talk, and you shut up. And you shut up, period, because I'm over here freaking trying to sleep, okay? You stop trying to disrupt it and with Brian Warner, okay? Because I hear his voice, too. By that phenomena. And it is emanating from people under the bridge also. And it is. Your cult needs to get gone from here. It does. And I'm going to start taking action. I have nothing to do with you. You need to leave me alone. And I am against you. Know it. You have anything to do about it right over here. You have anything to say about it? Want to try to do anything about it? If you say anything about it, I'm over here. Don't you stop reeling from over there, okay? You say it in front of my face. All that rude stuff you're saying and rude stuff you're asking, all right? Right in front of my face. Instead of by these cowardly means from under the bridge, okay? And then this kid wants to play freaking do pussy, just freaking ask me why I'm young. And total denial about it. You need to stop push this freaking denying too. We're gonna be straight out with this, you understand me? To corroborate facts, this is Angela Funovitz, daughter of a co-worker in the auditing department under the management of my biological father, James W. Horton Jr., at a Chinese conspiratorial front organization that was called LTV Incorporated. They became LTV Steel with a merger between Republic Steel and JNL, which, as a conspiratorial front organization, that was very confusing and complicated in its arrangement. He said they were a parent company and it's a conglomerate that owned J&L Steel, and there was a merger between Republic Steel and J&L Steel that was in the plot, and shortly thereafter, LTV Steel went bankrupt, and all of our steel industry was outsourced to China. The corporation was owned by the Chinese. This is Avon Laker Angela Funovitz to prove her existence and the identical resemblance to the model on the billboard on the bus. This is Avon Laker Chinese witch and conspirator Angela Funovitz.
Oncoming, Angela Funovitz, what can I say? She looks like a high fashion model. She's studying to be a doctor, and on the side, she is a surrealist and a mentalist of some considerable renown. There she is. Hello. Angela?
Thank you.
I'd be your
Good
patient.
Evening. You'd be my patient?
I would.
Thank you. Well, I've got a few years, but I'll hold you to that, Moses. Most people, when they meet me, are curious as to what a mentalist actually does. What I do actually uses a combination of illusion, hypnotic suggestion, and reading of body language and micro-gestures to just like that. Now, Gabriella, in a moment I will be asking you several questions about this picture that you formed in your mind. I will be very specific when I want a yes or when I want a complete answer. Otherwise, it will be just yes or no answers. Do you understand? You can nod when that's understood?
Yes.
Very good. Now, Gabriella, yes or no, I want to say that this image in your mind, this was when you were younger. Is this yet? That's correct? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes? I'd say you're pretty young, not like 10 or 12, more like 6 or 7. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Continue to focus on that for me now. I have a feeling, I want to say, you're celebrating some sort of an occasion, aren't you?
Sure.
Focus on the occasion for me. What is that occasion that you're celebrating?
Christmas.
That'll do. All right. Now, who here considers themselves a trustworthy person? Nobody. That's fantastic. That's just what I needed. Nobody wants to be responsible for me getting hurt. Let's see. We have some takers? Over here? All right. I will take you. What is your name? Lillian. Lillian? Everybody give Lillian a hand, and I'm going to need one more. Let's see. You right there, the blonde, yes, with the pen? Yes, please join me on stage. And give her a hand as well, please. And what's your name? Anne. Anne and Lillian, fantastic. What you both can do is just stand right there and right there, that's fine, and face out towards the audience. I am going to mix these bases up a little bit so that neither of you knows where that bottle is to begin with. Now, Lillian, what I'm going to have you, Anne, come right on behind here. And you are going to also do just as I did. You're going to grab by the bases and slide around just like this, just like that. Do you understand? Okay. And also be very careful to line them up 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. All right, so what's this trip going to cost us? 7 grand. Any sense? No sense, just 7 grand.
What currency?
$7,000. American or Canadian? Which do you prefer? Sterling. Sterling, really? Okay. I'll write down sterling. 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 Now, Moses, let me explain something. You can come right on over here because I'm going to need you to verify everything that's on this board in just a moment.
Okay.
Let me explain something. Last night, I made a prediction, all right? On a big, huge sheet of paper just like this. Reach in there, pull that out. Don't open it just yet. Are you feeling lucky? I'll take that. Now, I asked you what year we were traveling in. You said 2010. You, sir, said you wanted to go to Cape Cod. And for some reason, we're just traveling by airplane. We have Allison with 1 L and 7 grand. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our prediction.
Wow. You look like something.
Thank you. Thank you, Moses. Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Angela Funovitz. It's been a pleasure performing for you right here at Idea City 2010. Thank you all so much and good night.